So today we're going to do a full intermediate / some advanced mat. If you've never done Pilates before, this is probably not the video to start with. So there'll be some other ones to choose from that are beginner level, but as you begin your practice and become more proficient at it, this will be a great workout to want to achieve. Okay, so go ahead and lie down on your back. Good. Okay, we're going to just go. We're not going to do any warm up. We're just going to go right into it. Okay, so I'm going to have you bring your knees and your legs into tabletop. Good. We're going to go right into our 100. So arms up to the ceiling, and I want you to take a big inhale. And on the exhale, curl that upper body up. Good. Legs out where you need them this morning. Keep scooping the belly, and let's start pumping those arms. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 23, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 5. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 6. Pull your forehead into my forehead. And 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and hold. Good. Release everything down to the mat. You're going to lie in a nice long line. We're going to go right into the roll up. Okay. Arms up to the ceiling. Let me get you squared off. There. Okay. I know it's hard to tell on your own body. Okay, here we go. I want you to inhale. Curl the head, the neck, the shoulders, round, scoop, reach. Now reach through your heels as you curl back to the mat, bone by bone. Good. All the way on down. Let's try that again. Inhaling, curl, head, neck. That was better. Do you feel how you got rid of that little hitch in your roll up on that one? And a lot of times it's because our spine's not quite ready. We're not all the way warmed up yet. No, it's early in the morning still. Okay. Inhale and curl, head, neck. Exhale when you feel it. Yes. When you get to that sticky spot, make sure you exhale. And then reach through the heels as you back it on out. Good. Let's do that one more time. Inhaling, curl, head, neck, shoulders. Good. And I want you to curl all the way back on down, bone by bone. Relax your shoulders. Good. And nice. Okay, next we're going to go into that roll up. Let's have you scoot down a little bit so your feet don't hit the wall behind you. That's not going to feel very good. Okay. Okay, so go ahead, lie down on your back and scoot down even more because your legs are going to go over your head. There we go. Okay, legs up to the ceiling. Okay, heels, really press those arms into the mat. Remember, you have to get that upper body active here. I want you to lower the legs down to a long diagonal. You're going to peel your lower body off the mat. Good. Now, separate your legs in a small straddle. Flex those feet and curl down. Reach that tailbone towards the wall. Good. Nice control. Good. Bring your legs back together. Lower them. Peel up and over. Lifting. Good. Separate. Flex. Really press those arms into the mat. Good. Curl it on down. Do that one more time in this direction with the legs. Good. Separate. Flex and curl. Good. Now let's reverse those legs. So go up and over with the legs apart. Good. And together. Squeeze those legs together. Good. And reach that tailbone long. Good. All the way down. Apart. Good. Up and over. Together. Flex. Let's squeeze this leg in. Good. And then curl down. Good. Let's do that one more time. Apart. Up and over. Press into the arms. Good. Curl down bone by bone. All the way on down. Good. Let's scoot you back again. Okay, let's lengthen that left leg long on the mat, the right leg up to the ceiling, as straight as we can. Nice, but still keeping the back of the opposite hamstring on the mat. Okay, so the ceiling may not be the ceiling, okay, which is fine. A lot of times it's not the ceiling. Single leg circles. Press those arms into the mat, keeping the whole body stable other than this circling leg. I want you to lower the leg down, open around and up. Good. down. Let the ribs sink down to the hips. And for 3, and around up. And for 4, and up. And for 5, and up. Last one. Now we're going to reverse those directions. Open, inner thigh, and around up. Open, and around up. And 3, and up. And 4, and up. And 5, and up. Last one, 6, and up. Bend your knee in. Give it a nice stretch. Good. Okay, lengthen that leg out long. Left leg up to the ceiling. Good. Okay, we're going to keep the pelvis as stable as possible. Point this foot. You're going to go down and then open to me, around up. And 2, around up. And 3, around up. And 4, and up. And 5, and up. Last one, 6, and up. Now try to be a little externally rotated. Okay, now reverse the direction. So go down, open, around, up. There you go. 2, and around, up. 3, up. 4, up. 5, up. 6, and up. Pull that knee into the chest for a lovely stretch. Good. Let's lengthen both legs long on the mat. And you get to do another roll up. You'll get a lot of practice at these. Okay, arms up to the ceiling. Good. And I want you to reach through the heels, curl and round up bone by bone. Exhale right there. Good. Okay, bring your knees into your chest. We're going to do rolling like a ball. So let's do the version with our hands on our shins. Yes. Okay. All right. So I want you to pick up your feet and balance on your sacrum because this is your starting and stopping point. Now bring your feet together. Good. Now imagine I pushed you away right above your pubic bone. So those low abdominals, elbows wide. And I want you to roll back to the tips of the shoulder blades and come right back to that same position. Good. And let's use our breath now. So inhale back and then exhale up. Good. And keep going. And inhaling and exhale. Good. And inhaling, curl back. Good. Exhale up. It's the hard part's getting up. And inhale back and exhale up. Good. Inhale back. Exhale up. Let's do that one last time. Inhale back. Good. Exhale up. Good. Now let's stay in this position and transition into the single leg stretch. So extend your left leg out long. Good. Now curl back with control. Try not to go kerplop. Yes, and we're right in our position for the single leg stretch. Good. Really pull that knee into you, and I want you to switch your legs and switch. Good. And switch. And switch. And switch. Just gazing down into the belly. Switch. And switch. And left. And right. And left. Last set. And right. And left. Now both knees into the chest, glue those legs together. Shoot the legs out to a high diagonal, arms straight up to the ceiling. Hold, scoop that belly. Now exhale, pull everything back in. Squish the air out. Inhale, press it away. Exhale, pull it in. Good. Think about really pulling that belly in as you reach the arms and legs away. Inhale, press it away. Exhale, better. In. And again, inhale, press it away. Exhale, pull it in. Last one. Inhale, press it away. Exhale, pull it in. Rest the head just for a moment. Okay, take the legs up to the ceiling, heels together, toes apart, hands behind the head. Interlace your fingers so you can cradle your skull. Keep your elbows semi-wide, curl your upper body up. Yes, right over my finger, your ribs drop down. Now squeeze those legs together. Lower the legs down only to the point the belly doesn't pop open, and now pull the legs back up. Good, and the upper body, we try to stay curled up and over. Yes, lower and lift. And press it away. And lift, and press, and lift, and once more, press, and lift. Now reach up, grab your right leg as high as you can. Good, straight, the straightest legs you can possibly find. Pull that leg to you. Go pull, pull, and switch, and pull, pull. Good. Really stay anchored into the mat. Just because our legs are moving more, we don't want to feel our belly or our body move on that mat. Pull, pull, and pull, pull. Elbows wide. Pull, pull, and pull, pull, and right, right, and left, left. Good. Let's finish with crisscross. Hands behind the head, elbows open nice and wide. I want you to, both legs in tabletop. I want you to curl up, rotate towards me. Think armpit to knee. Opposite leg is long. Now, switch and rotate. Really wring yourself out. Good. And switch and rotate. Good. And switch and rotate. And switch and rotate. The goal is can you get both shoulder blades off the mat? And switch and rotate. And switch and rotate. Last one, switch and rotate and rest. Okay, I'll allow you a little stretch at this point. Feet down on the mat, arms open out to the side. Let's drop those knees over. That's a lot of abs all at one time. Okay, and then drop your knees to the other side. Good. Good. Okay, bring that up. Let's lengthen those legs back out again. Okay, right, nice. Arms up to the ceiling. Okay, I want you to inhale. You're going to start to curl the head, the neck, the shoulders, round, scoop, reach. Good. Sit up nice and tall. We're going to go into seated spine stretch. So let's take those legs in a straddle as wide as our mat. It's never the splits. So if you're doing it at home without a mat, maybe you're just on the carpet, think you have a if you had a pretend yoga mat, it's only as wide as that. We're never doing the splits here. Okay, arms out in front of you. Sit nice and tall against a wall. Let's get as perched on top of those sits bones as we possibly can. I want you to curl and round off the wall. Scoop head, neck, shoulders. Reach the abs back as the spine goes forward. Now back it out and all the way on up. Now I'm going to be the pretend wall. Okay. And again, peel off of me. Curl. Think you're pulling your abs back to my leg. I know you're not touching. Just imagine you know it's back there. And now back it out all the way on up. Perch up tall, tall, tall. Nice. And again, curl, round, reach. Back it out all the way on up. And again, curl, round, scoop, reach. Good. And then back it out all the way on up. All right, nice. I'm going to move now because we're going to roll again. We're going into open leg rocker. So let's do a couple little prep moves before we actually roll on our spine. So go ahead and bring your knees up to your chest. I want you to hold on behind your knees, elbows wide, heels together, knees apart. Yes, like a little froggy position. Now, let's try not to move. Let's try not to roll at all. We're going to try to stay balanced on that sacrum. Extend your right leg to the ceiling as straight as you can. Good. And then bend it back in. And extend the left leg. So you got to scoop that belly to hold you in position. Yes. And then bring it back in. Extend the right leg again. Extend. And bend it back in. And extend the left leg. And in. Now, I want you to extend both legs, but only as wide as your armpits. Again, we're not going to the splits. Good. Try not to fall backwards. Good. Bend your knees back in again. Good. And extend again. Extend. Scoop, scoop, scoop. And bend it back in. Good. Now extend it and hold. Okay. I want you to roll now. Roll like a ball. So yes. Now come up to that sacrum. Hold and balance. Oh, that's hard. Elbows wide. Good. And roll back like I pushed you away in your very low abdominals. Good. Now roll up and meet me again. There. And again, inhale back. Use that breath. Inhale back. Exhale up. And two more. Inhale back. Exhale up. Last one. Inhale back. Exhale on up and hold. So traditionally, this exercise is done holding on to the ankles. Michelle is tight. So she's more successful holding on to her knees. So if you need to hold on behind your knees, especially if you're tight in your hamstrings, this is perfectly fine. If you're a flexible person and can hold on up higher, but it's very hard to roll then. Yeah, so that's why I had Michelle hold on behind her knees. Go ahead, lower those down. Take your legs back together, long. Good. Arms out in front of you. We're going to curl and roll back to the mat. We're going into baby corkscrew. Okay. Arms down at the side. Bring your knees into tabletop and then straighten your legs to the ceiling, as straight as you can possibly be. Heels together, toes apart. Really press those arms in, feel the belly melt to the mat. You're going to circle your legs to the right. So to the right and around and back at 12 o'clock on a clock. Now let's try to be heels together, toes apart. Now go to the left. And to the left and around, pause. And point your feet. And to the right and around, pause. Good. Now pull this in more. And to the left and around, pause. Good. And to the right and around, pause. It should feel like you're wringing your sides out. And to the left and around, pause. One more set. To the right, around, pause. To the left, around, pause. Bend your knees in and then lengthen your legs all the way out. Our arms are back to the ceiling. Take your legs in a small little straddle. Just a little bit, legs straight. Yep, there you go. Not so wide. So just here. Good. Arms up to the ceiling. Curl all the way on up. Inhale, curl it on up. Good. And now open your legs in that straddle again as wide as the mat. We're going to go into saw. I'm going to move because you're going to whack me. Okay. Okay, so arms out to the side. Good. I want you to take a big inhale. On the exhale, scoop and reach to your right foot with that. Yes. Good. Reach to the outside of that pinky toe. Good. Come back up into the side and center. And again, inhale, scoop and reach. Good. Up the side and center. Now, try to plant the bottom cheek. Don't let your rear end lift. Scoop and reach. That's better. Come up the side and center. And twist. And scoop and reach. Look to that back hand. Up the side and center. And again, twist. Scoop and reach. Up the side and center. And last one, twist. Scoop and reach. Up the side and center. Good. Bring the legs together. Arms out in front of you. Nice and straight. Nice straight legs. Good. Curl all the way back to the mat. All right. We have done a lot of forward flexion. Let's go into swan. Let's get a little extension in there. So roll over onto your stomach. We're going to go into the swan today with your palms underneath your shoulders. Okay. And forearms down on the mat. Yes. Okay. Heels together, toes apart. Or if you're someone that's got a tight back, maybe you know your back isn't feeling super, I want you to separate your legs in a straddle. So Michelle, let's have you demo what that would look like. So now she's got her legs in a straddle. So you need to pick which version works best for you. Do you want to do together or apart today? Okay. All right. I want you to feel even across your pelvis, hip to hip. Okay, belly pulled in, legs will stay on the mat. You are not lifting them. Michelle, draw your shoulders down. Yes. Good. And then bring your elbows down a little bit lower. There you go. And I want you to inhale. Push a marble away with the nose as you roll the head, the neck, the shoulders up. Exhale, lengthen the chest on down. And again, inhaling and lift. Shoulders draw down, belly up and in, exhaling and lower. If you notice she's not lifting super high, it's not about hinging here in the lumbar spine. I want you to inhale and lift. Draw the shoulders down. Good. Exhaling and lower. And last one. Inhaling and lift. Exhaling and lower. Now, I want you to come more to a cactus arm. So, yes, we're going to do a little extension and working the upper back muscles. Okay, again, we're keeping the legs on the floor. I want you to inhale, lift your arms and your head and chest. Good. And then exhale and lower. And again, inhale, lift. Think the legs reach long in opposition. You're getting longer through the crown of your head. Exhale, lower. Now, in this one, we're going to stay up and just move the arms, okay? I want you to inhale and lift. Now, stay lifted. Push your arms straight towards the wall. Good. And now pull your elbows down to your side so you feel this squeeze in the back. Good. Keep going with that. Push it away and then pull it down. Squeeze that upper back. And again, press it away. And pull down. You're just looking at your mat. No one's looking out at the wall. And pull. Nice. And press it away. And pull. And press it away. And pull. Last one. Push it away. Good. Pull those elbows down. Lower the chest all the way down to the mat. Good. Bring your legs together and let's push back into a child's pose, little rest position. So sits bones, trying to get our sits bones to our heels. Good. I'm going to have you snake back out, Michelle. We're going to go into single leg kick and double leg kick. So let's come onto the forearms. Good. And we're going to have our elbow and our shoulder stacked. Good. And you can go ahead and make a fist with your hands. Good. Okay, now try not to sink here. So belly up and in, legs long. And imagine you're trying to pull your tricep. If I kept my hands there the whole time, you're trying to squeeze your triceps into my hand. Okay, so those triceps are active. Again, Michelle's only looking at the top of her mat. Without shifting your hips, I want you to kick your right heel to your bottom twice. Go kick, kick, and lengthen it long. And kick, kick, and lengthen. I want to see more. Yeah, keep switching side to side. I want to see little more lift here, so you don't sink in your lumbar spine, your low back. Okay, let's kick, kick, and lower. And switch, switch, lower. Pull up and in more. Good. And kick, kick, and lengthen. Kick, kick, and lengthen. Think those triceps are still pressing back. Good. Lift your head slightly. There we go. And kick, kick, lengthen. Should feel like you're squeezing a tennis ball behind your knee every time you kick. Last one. Kick, kick, lengthen. Let's lengthen all the way down. We're going to go into the double leg kick. Remember, bring your arms behind your waistline. You're going to take the two fingers and grasp with your hand. Remember, like this. Yep. Okay. And then elbows wide to the side and let them flop down. So if you're really mobile through your shoulders, your hands might be able to be high up your back. We know Michelle has tight shoulders. So I'm going to have Michelle bring her hands a little bit closer to her waist. See how the elbows get a little bit closer to the mat. So everyone's going to be a little bit different with this hand placement. Okay. Hip bones pressing into the mat, nice and even. You're going to kick both heels to your bottom 3 times. Go. Kick, kick, kick. Lengthen the legs long. Lift the heart. Press the arms past your rear end. So lift that upper body up. And I'm going to press your arms straight. Yes. Good. Now turn and look towards the front door. Good. And put everything back down. Good. And now you're going to kick your heels to your bottom 3 times. Go kick, kick, kick. Lift and reach. Straighten those arms if you can. And then exhale and turn and look towards me. And then bring them back to where home is. There we go. Good. Let's go kick, 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 kick. Lift and reach. Good. And then we're going to turn and look towards the door. Good. Put your elbows back down. And last one. And let's go kick, kick, kick. And lift, reach. Find that length through that body. Straighten those arms. Feel like you're squeezing your shoulder blades together. Exhale, turn, look to me. Release the arms down at the side. Let's press back into child's pose again. Good. So stretch out that back. We just did several extension things all in a row. Good. Okay, I want you to come on up, and then we're going to flip back over. We're going to lie on our back again. We're going to go into some shoulder bridge series. So lie down on your back. Okay, let's do this with our legs together, okay? And I'm going to make sure that you are even on the mat. And I keep getting my wire connected. Okay, so move your upper body this way for me, and then let's get you square. Yep. Okay, so press those arms into the mat. Okay, I want you to tuck your tailbone, roll your bottom up into a bridge position, and then I want you to exhale and curl down bone by bone. Good. Can you bring your heels a little bit closer to your rear end? There we go. And let's do that again. Tuck the tailbone, roll it up, and then exhale and curl it on down. Good. Think right down the center. Let's try to keep these legs squeezed together. And again, curl it on up. And then curl it on down. Good. Let's do that one last time. Then we're going to add on some choreography. And then curl it on down. Good. Bring your arms in a little bit narrower to your body. Yes. And then open up the chest. Good. Okay, let's curl it on up. Now, the goal is the pelvis to stay stable, not wobble. Can you extend your right leg up to the ceiling? Good. Now point this foot. Right. Now I want you to lower that right leg, and then I want you to kick it back up to the ceiling. Good. Flex the foot as you lower. Good. Lower, lower. Keep going. And then point as you come up. Flex the foot lower. Point as you come up. Try not to move through the pelvis. Press the leg down. Low, Lift it up. Last one. Flex as you lower. Point as you lift up. Bend the knee. Put the foot back down. Curl all the way back down. Okay, let's do the other side. Legs glued together. Tuck the tailbone. Roll it up into your bridge. Let's extend that left leg to the ceiling, really pressing through that right. That right side's got to work now. Point your foot down, and then up. I said flex down, right? Okay, flex down. And then point up. Good. Flex it down. Good. Point it up. Let's do two more. Flex it down. Point it up. Last one. Flex it down. Point it up. Bend the knee. Put the foot down. Good. Now curl all the way back on down. Bring your knees into your chest. Give it a little hug. Okay, good. Let's lengthen the legs long. Let's roll onto your side facing forward here, and we're going to go into the sideline kick series. Good. So I want you to scoot to the back of the mat so your spine's lined up with the back of the mat, and then I want you to hinge at your hips. So pick up both legs, bring them to the front edge of the mat, 1 more inch forward. Good. Okay, belly pulled in. We're not going to wobble in our hips. So I'm going to have you, and then bring the hand a little bit forward of the chest, palm, fingertips face the door. Okay. No, go. That's fine. Okay. I changed my mind. Okay. So now I want you to lift that top leg hip height. Good. Okay. Keep reaching through that leg without moving your hips. I want you to swing your leg to the front. So you have to scoop your belly and then exhale, pull back, squeeze your rear and swing to the front. Good. And pull back and squeeze. Swing to the front. Don't let it internally rotate. There. And then come back. So it's perfectly parallel. Better. Swing to the front, scoop and reach, and bring it on forward. Back. And swing to the front, and swing to the back, and swing to the front, and swing to the back, and swing to the front, and swing to the back. Last one. Swing to the front, swing to the back. Good. Close the leg and lower. Externally rotate that top leg. Good. Now, I want you to point your foot as you come up. Point your foot, lift up. Flex the foot as you lower. Good. And point the foot up and flex the foot lower. Try to keep it externally rotated as you come up. Lift up in that external rotation and flex and lower. Good. Point the foot up. Flex the foot down. Good. Point the foot up. Flex the foot down. One more time. Point the foot up. Flex the foot down. Good. Pick up the top leg hip height again. Really reach out. Point that foot. Okay. 8 little circles in each direction. Let's go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse your circles. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the leg down. Now I'm going to have you bend this top knee. Good. Put the foot on the mat. Externally rotate that. Take that hand, grab the outside of the ankle. Good. Bring this leg, the bottom leg out nice and straight. Okay, we're going to do a little inner thigh work of that bottom leg. Flex that bottom foot. Lift up and lower. Think the work comes from the inner thigh, not the heel. Lift up and down. Nice. Lift and down. Lift and down. And 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and 9. Now 10 up and hold. Now little pulses up to my hand. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower all the way down. Lengthen both legs out long. Let's turn you around. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Okay. And let's hope I remember what we did. Okay. As Michelle knows, there's a lot of different choreography for the sideline leg kick series. So, okay. So let's bring the feet forward. But what's most important is that we stay stable and in our pelvis and our hips and lifted through the waist, and we're not just lying on the floor taking a half nap. Okay. So I want you to lift that top leg hip height. Good. Now, without rolling the top hip forward, I want you to swing that leg to the front and pull through to the back and swing to the front and pull through to the back and keep going with that. And back. Now, keep going and front. Now, some people may be able to bring their leg further forward, but I don't want anyone to do that at the expense of rolling your top hip forward. So we need to work in the range of motion where we have control, because Pilates is all about perfect form and control, not about how big it is necessarily. We're trying to get there. And then back, one more set, Michelle, to the front, to the back. Let's close the leg. Good. We're going to externally rotate. So externally rotate the femur, not the knee or just the foot. Okay. You're going to point the foot up, kick the leg up, use that inner thigh as you flex the foot and close and squeeze the inner thighs together. Good. Point the foot up and flex the foot and lower. Good. Point the foot up, flex. Oh, yes, I can tell that you're able to keep this external rotation in this leg. And some of you who do this video may notice that you have no issue staying externally rotated. We're all different. We all have our challenges with these different positions. Good. Point that foot up. Now think about the inner thighs squeezing together, almost like maybe you're in the pool and pressing through the water. Yes. Let's do that one last time. Point it up and then flex it down. Good. And let's bring that leg back to parallel. Lift the leg hip height, really reach to the opposite side of the room. Point the foot. Let's do those 8 small circles without wiggling the hips. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse your circles. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's bend this top knee in. Good. You're going to externally rotate that leg. You're going to take your hand behind your ankle. Good. This bottom leg comes to perfectly straight out. No more hinge. Flexing that bottom foot. Let's do some inner thigh lifts. So lift the leg up and down, and 2, and down, and 3, down, 4, down, 5, down, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Both legs reach out. Oh, come up. Let's finish with those final pulses. So bring that leg back up. Let's pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and lower on down. Good. Okay, go ahead. Roll onto your back. Good. And get yourself nice and straight. Good. Let's bring your upper body this way towards me and lengthen the legs long. Good. Arms up to the ceiling. Let's curl all the way on up. Inhale and curl it on up. Good. Let's go into our full teaser. So we're lying nice and long on the mat. Legs active, belly pulled up and in. We're going to try to lift the head and the feet at the same time. That's important. So curl it on up. Nice. And we're balanced on that sacrum. Now let's try to unfold evenly. Try to have your head and your feet touch the mat at the same time. Beautiful. Okay. It's a lot of work, so we're not going to do very many of these. Let's just do 2 more. Let's inhale. Lift the head and the feet at the same time. Peel off the mat. Good. And yep, that happens a lot where people have to bend their knees, find their balance, and go out into that extension again. Now curl back down. So if you find at home you come up and you have to bend your knees a little bit, that's okay. And then inhaling and curl the head, the feet up. We're reaching to the toes. Our belly is scooped. We're on that sacrum. Now curl down slowly. Actually, curling down is a little bit harder than getting up. Good. Okay, bend the knees, feet on the mat, arms open out to the side. I think that deserves a little stretch. So let's drop the knees over towards me. Good. After all that. Good. And drop the knees to the other side. Good. Okay. Let's go ahead, lengthen the legs long. Let's flip it on over. Let's go into a little swimming. So we're revisiting extension again. So let's lie like an X position on the mat. So no, Michelle, are you going to hit the wall? Let's scoot back. You got room back here. Let's scoot back a little bit. Good. Okay. So everyone's going to open their arms and legs as wide as the mat or maybe slightly narrower. Okay. Okay, I want you to reach long through the arms and the legs. Pull the belly in so that's really taut because that's what you're going to balance on that pelvis there. I want you to inhale. You lift everything up, arms and legs. Good. Now I want you to swim into the wall. So swim into the wall. Good. Keep reaching long. Keep pulling up and in. Your gaze is just at the mat. We're not looking at the baseboards. Good. Inhaling. Exhaling. Let's do one more set. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Hold. Now lower everything down. Good. Push back into child's pose. Sit back, seat to heels. Stretch it on out. That looked really nice. Good. Let's go into control front. So let's set yourself up. Come back onto all fours, hands and knees. Let's have you walk a little forward so your feet end up on the mat there, because we're going to go into a plank position. Okay, so right now Michelle is set up with her wrist and shoulders stacked, and let's get those knees and hips under each other. Good. Belly pulled up and in so we don't sink into our back here. Take one leg back, toes tucked forward. Take the other leg back, toes tucked forward. Legs squeezed together. Get those legs squeezed together. Good. Now, lift your head so you're in this beautiful standing posture position, belly pulled up and in. Now, without shifting your hips, I want you to lift your right leg, hover it off the mat. Good. Now shift your heel back into my hand, the left heel. Good. Rock back forward, put the foot down. Let's switch sides. Lift up, shift back, shift forward, put the foot down. Let's go back to the first side. Up, shift back, shift forward, put the foot down. Left side, up, shift back, shift forward and down. Last set, right, shift back, shift forward and down. Left, back, forward, down. Hold that strong plank. Everything's working. Inner thighs, abs, quads, lower the knees down, sit back in child's pose. Good. Okay, so we deserve a little rest after that control front. Now, you're going to come out of your child's pose. I'm going to have you sit on your bottom, legs out long. Now we're doing control back, control back. Now, this version's personally, I think, quite a bit more challenging than control front. So we're going to do the prep version of this one. So just working on our hold and in proper form and not worrying about lifting our legs yet. Okay, so I'm going to have your legs out long. Your arms will go slightly behind you. And you can either have, Michelle has her fingertips out to the side. That works better for her shoulder. If you're someone that can have your fingertips facing forward, that's fine. But I need you to pick which one feels best in your shoulder girdle. Yeah, and for Michelle, this works best for her. Okay, so legs glued together. I want you to imagine a giant swing came under your rear end and lifted you up. So press away from the mat. Nice. Can you lift your bottom a little higher? Good. Now think your arms press away from the mat, and I'm going to have you lift a little bit through here. Good. So we are working everything. This is full body. Good. And now we're going to take 2 more big breaths. I want you to inhale and exhale. Good. And last one, I'm going to have you inhale and exhale, and then I'm going to ask you to carefully lower back down without going kerplunk. Beautiful. Good. And then reach forward to your toes. Give yourself a nice stretch. Just reach. Good. All right, let's go into seal and then to standing. So when we stand, we want to make sure we're not too close to the end of the mat so we don't accidentally fling forward into the wall. So I'm going to have you scoot back a little bit. Okay, do you remember how to go into standing? Where you cross your ankles and press up to standing? Okay, so seal. So we've already done 2 rollings. This is our 3rd rolling. So take your hands through your knees, dive through, grab the outsides of your ankles. Good. Now, Michelle's going to rest on her sacrum there. That's her balance point. This is where we're going to start and stop in a perfect world. We're going to try not to put our feet down. Okay, so I want you to press your inner thigh into your arm and your arm into your inner thigh so you're real active. Yes. Now roll back to the tips of the shoulder blade again. We've done this a couple times already, just in different positions. Good. Inhale back. And exhale up. Now let's see if we can add the funny little clapping of the heels back there. Okay, so inhale back, go click, 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 and exhale up. Nice. And inhale right down the middle of the back and exhale up. Good. And inhale back. Click, 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 and exhale up. Good. And again, inhale back. Click, 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 and up. Okay, now on this next one, we're going to get ready to stand. So you have to take your hands out, remember, when you roll back. Okay, so I want you to roll back, take the hands out, cross the ankles, and press up. Beautiful. And now let's step to the back of our mat. Good. Okay, let's stand heels together, toes apart. Let's finish with a little Pilates push-up. or plank. Okay, so I want you, let's do the plank today. Let's do the plank version of it. So I want you to stand heels together, toes apart, bring the arms up. Good. Now pretend you're up against a wall. Curl and round off the wall. Good, without sticking the rear end out. If your hands are not touching the mat, bend your knees slightly. Walk out in 3 steps out to a plank position. Good. Good, and get your hands even. Yes, now legs glued together. Good. Pressing away from the mat, pulling the knees up for the quads, squeezing the inner thighs, belly pulled up and in. Good. We're going to hold today. Good. Now, I want you to pike that rear end up in the air. Now, scoop the belly so your hands can softly and lightweight in 3 steps walk back to your feet. Go 1, 2, 3. Now right there, stop. Curl back up against the wall. It's a lot of abs to get back up all the way back up. Nice. Let's do that one more time. So arms, curl off the imaginary wall. If your hands don't touch, bend your knees. Walk out. 1, 2, 3. Let's go for 4 so we're even. Good. I want you to drop the bottom slightly, tuck the tailbone under a little bit so we don't go into our sway back there. Good. Full body work. Good. Okay, pike it up. Now you got to really scoop so those hands can lightweight walk off the mat. Let's walk back. 1, 2, 3. Stop there. Tuck the tailbone under, curl all the way on up. Head's the last bone that stacks up. You are finished with your intermediate mat. There you go. Good. All right.